Hey everyone, welcome to Stratele Studios. I'm Jeff Castanon, and I bring you BABYMETAL. Yay! I've been wanting to play BABYMETAL on the channel for a very, very long time. I attempted to play them on the channel, and the video was blocked, so I had to move it over to Patreon, and I opened it up for everyone to see, but it's, you know, it's not the same because you guys got to take an extra step to go to Patreon to watch it. So hopefully this one won't get blocked. I'm going to try my best to do whatever I need to do to make sure it stays on YouTube. So this is a song called Papaya, and they're live at Glastonbury 2019. So let's get into this, and then I got a little story to tell you at the end about when I saw BABYMETAL live. So stick around for that. All right, let's get into this. Let's hit that play button. Here we go. Oh yeah. Love it. They're all wearing masks in the back there. Oh man. Oh, that's so good. Oh man. You know, the thing about Baby Metal that I really, really love is their precision in what they do. Everything is planned out ahead of time. Every dance move, every lick, everything. It's like they bring you the same show every single time, and that show is the highest of quality. So there's no chance for you to see a bad show. It's just going to be killer every time. Yeah. So I think it's Sue Metal, right? That's the main one, lead singer in the middle, and I think that the side girls have been swapped in and out. I believe the band is different than the band I saw them with, and they are dressed differently. Because when I saw them a while back, I think it was at the Fonda Theater in LA. That I remember the bass player. I think they're all like. Well, I remember the bass player for sure was wearing like kind of a white robe and white makeup, and I think he was playing like a 6-string bass. And dude was amazing. I mean, he could just like burn and then slap bass and all kinds of stuff. So he stuck out a lot for me. So this is 2018. So it was a few years back that I did see them. So they've kind of changed personnel, which is totally fine. But yeah, so I mean, the juxtaposition between seeing these three young ladies and their dance moves is very pop, very very J-pop type of presentation, with the contrast of the heavy metal sound behind it. I mean, who would have thought that this works? But they did it, and it's absolutely mind-blowing. And as you could see, people absolutely love it. So they took a chance on that, and it just totally paid off. Yeah, so when I saw them, I remember my brother and I went to go see them, and it was funny because we both noticed, kind of like at the same time, the people who are patroning this band, it was like all men that were like a hardcore metal kind of guys, beefy dudes, and like a very few females were in the audience. It was just like these beefy dudes. And as soon as like Baby Metal started playing, I think it was Gimme Chocolate, that the biggest mosh pit I've ever seen in my life formed in the middle of the theater. And I mean, I'm not kidding you. This was the biggest mosh pit. So they separate. I don't know if you've seen how they get a mosh pit started, but like they would kind of separate. And there'd be somebody kind of directing to separate this big gap in the middle, and that's what they were doing. And I'm like, what's going on? Because I hadn't seen that before, at least not live. And they're setting up this mosh pit, and I'm like, what's going on? So these people were just separating, and then as soon, because it was on cue, it was almost on cue, because these were all fans of Baby Metal, so they knew what song was coming up and what they were going to do at this mosh pit to. So they had it all planned, I guess, from gig to gig that they did this. And as soon as that song kicked in, like to the heavy part, the sides of this big hole in the audience came together and just created this massive whirling mosh pit. And yeah, I remember just like my brother's eyes were like this, and he's like backing up to the wall, and I'm like, shit, I better back up too. I'm not getting pulled into this thing. So that was a lot of fun to watch that. A lot of elbows and knees flying all over the place. But after the show, we noticed an ambulance rushing to the venue in the back. And apparently what happened was one of the girls who were singing passed out from exhaustion. And I totally get it, because that venue was so stifling hot that to be up on stage, there's like no oxygen in the room. To be up on stage with the lights on this girl, and like there was no hint of her, getting wobbly at all, because it was like she was dancing. These girls danced nonstop for the duration of the whole concert. I'm not kidding you. It was nonstop that they were dancing like they were in this video, but even harder. And so there's no sign that she was weak. She had the smile on her face and dancing around. You know, all of them did. And apparently she passed out backstage, and yeah, so they rushed her to the hospital. But yeah, I'll tell you though, that was a killer concert. It was amazing seeing that band play. The drummer got to take solo, which was mind-blowing because his blast beats were just freaking out of this world, so fast. And the bass player took a solo too, and I got to see him slapping and doing his thing, and it was awesome. And they had two lead guitar players. These guys would do harmonies together, but both of these guys got to take solos, and they were unbelievably good. Both of them were phenomenal metal guitar players. They had all the licks, all the tricks. They were incredibly precise and fast in their playing, and it was just a wonderful night to have witnessed. So yeah, this is really cool. I got to check out more songs from this concert and this lineup. I love this band. They're really cool. I never tire of watching them. Yes, so you may see some more Baby Metal on the channel. Let me know if you want to. Anyway, yes, come back for more, and we'll see you next time. Bye.